Hey, hi guys. Before we go into the details of the model, right, whether it is a supervised model, unsupervised model, I wanted to give you some background around some of the basic concepts or basic theory that would be needed for us before we proceed, right? So we'll start with it. First is the data. So data is the building blocks of any of the machine learning models, right? The more the data is, the better model we can create, right? Data could be in different form. It could be an unstructured data, structured data, or it could be a text or an image or a table, database, spreadsheet, anything, right? The quality and the quantity of data used to is crucial, right? The better the data we have, the better the results we'll get. Second is what is a model, right? I think I wanted to spend some time on this as well. Basically, model is your mathematical representation where you want to provide an input variable, and we have an input variable and you get an output variable, right? So basic, and I've written a simple equation that you might have seen in okay, my bad. Okay, let me open it again. Yeah. Okay, so basically, if you look at this equation, right, y is equal to a plus xb. So x is your input model variable, y is your output that you are expecting, and the value is dependent upon a plus a and b, right? So this is a simple equation where I want to tell you, okay, this is also a mathematical model. We'll get into the details later on when we discuss specific topic, but I was just wanted to give you a glimpse, right, as to how the mathematical models look like. It basically you're providing an input variable and you're getting an output variable, and the output variable might be dependent upon n number of factors, right? Third is training. So whenever you create a model, right, you have to train the model. The more better quality data we have, the better training will be there. And once the training is good, you might be able to get the expected output, right? So basically, training is your teaching the model as to what the output that we are expecting, right? So if let's take an example, you are trying to solve this equation y is equal to a plus xp, right? The and you train your model, you provide multiple values of y and x so that it is able to derive the value of a and b, right? So the more data we will provide, the better value, the accurate value of y we'll be getting. Third is, so B, when we get the data, right, we basically bifurcate it into two components. One is your training data. Mostly what we do is we provide the model 80% with the, so suppose we have got 100 records, right? What we'll do to train the model, we'll use 80 records and rest 20 we'll use it for the testing. So once you have trained the model to get to with the 80 records that we have, you will test the model for the next 20 values, right? Whether whatever value you are expecting of expecting is model is giving, is it in the same line or not, or it is completely different, right? So it helps to understand whether how the model is working. Coming on to overfitting, at times what happens is, to achieve the better uh, results, we create a very complex model. So there is a negotiation between your performance of the model and the complexity of the model, right? The more complex the model is, the more performance combustive it will be, and it will take more cpu, and it might be a hectic task for you to run it on the platform that you want to run, right? So there's a trade-off whether you want to run a very complex model, or you want to run a simple model with X% of accuracy. So overfitting is whenever we create a very complex model and it is very difficult to run it on a machine, or it is CPU conversive, it is called an overfitting model. Underfitting model is when the model is too simple, right? You have created a very simple model and it is not giving you the expected result. So that will be an underfitting model. We'll go through details of these in the future lectures. I just wanted to give you a high level walkthrough of these things, right? So that you know the theory, and when we discuss in detail, you are aware of it. Thank you.